And I have some new data from the Pew Research Institute about what the most popular technology is for kids. And YouTube is actually the top. So this is from Pew. YouTube tops the list of online platforms we asked about in our survey. 9 in 10 teens report using the site, slightly down from 95% in 2022, which is interesting. I think they've probably moved to TikTok. And this really was the stat that caught my attention. Overall, 73% of teens say they go on YouTube daily. This share includes 15% who describe their use as almost constant. So is there a difference between, I think Facebook has even studied this as well. Is there a difference between passive consumption of media and active consumption of media? Basically, when it comes to an adolescent brain, is it better for them to be on technology watching YouTube or let's say on WhatsApp messaging their friends? I don't know. I'm also like a little too old school. Maybe it's Roblox.
There's no WhatsApp with what? They're not using WhatsApp,
sorry.
Alex.
All right, I'm showing my age. Okay, they're doing Roblox. I got a Roblox account.
Do you really?
Yeah, I was at my friend's house and his daughter's like, "You want to play me on Roblox?" And I said, "Okay, this is a good research opportunity." But I couldn't. The UI for me was a little bit too much, and the next thing I know, I had to pay money to even get clothes on that thing. So I was like, no, I'm not doing this. But I'm curious. No, let's go to it. Really, active versus passive. Let's go first to the parent, and then we'll go to Rona. So JinJa, do you want your kids, like you said, they're using video games? Do you see a difference there in terms of like consumption of media versus, let's say, chat?
So there is a problem with consumption in general. In the United States, we just have overconsumption of everything. And this is a materialistic country. We're capitalists, and I love capitalism. I am a capitalist in some ways. But I think that I'm in the camp where, and I know that Rona disagrees with me a little bit about this, but I do believe that we should be talking about creation versus consumption. I do think that these tools are powerful to make things, like absolutely stunningly powerful. You can make a lot of money. You could make a lot of art. You could make a lot of books that you've written and get them out there and sell them and make money. And I think that young people are really, they are naturally creative in the beginning anyway, and they're naturally making things. And so I do think that there needs to be a conversation around how can these tools actually, sure, you can be passively surfing along, TikTok and YouTube and playing video games and buying outfits and things for all these platforms if you want. But also if you can have a young person recognize that these are tools that can change their lives and help them learn and bring money to the family and make a couple bucks, like, on a garage sale. I don't know why that conversation is not taking place. I feel like my children were established in the Montessori method, and this is a place where critical thinking skills were designed and developed, for young people. And I think now, because of the way these tools have hijacked and captivated their imaginations, they're not really thinking of them as tools, and they really truly are consuming at scale. Not a little bit. They're consuming filters. They're consuming, going on games like Roblox and not trying to think of how to develop a Roblox game. They're thinking of how to use the game to get and buy things inside the game. And it's really training and prepping them for things like sports betting or, going on and spending money on other platforms. So the whole, consumption versus passive is problematic for me.